Breaking news in Queens. Good evening, I'm Mary Calvi.
I'm Michael Pomerantz, and we begin tonight with breaking news in Queens.
Several people are shot after...
Good evening and welcome to our mayoral debate. I'm Kati Ton and I'll be your moderator. For our viewers who would like to hear this debate in Spanish, you can do so by switching to SAP on your remote control.
Good morning. Just about 8 a.m. on this summer Sunday, the 21st of August. I'm Lou Young. Read off this morning.
And I'm Linda Lopez. We're going to get to our forecast before we get to our top stories and Mitch English.
They were saying, Lane, we're on the 68th floor. We're down on the 50th floor.
Yeah, that's what we were telling her. Come on, Elaine, we only got, a couple more flights, 10 more minutes. We didn't want her to know that we had another 30, 40 flights to go.
When the second tower was hit by the second plane, and then we realized, of course, that it was terrorists. So I called him right back, and I said, Steve, it has to be terrorists. I said, the other tower just got hit. So I said, try and get to the roof. And he says, well, it's hot. It's hot up here in the hallway. I can't leave the room. It's too hot. And then he says, get me out of here. Send help. And send help was the last two words I heard from him.
Kids are already there in Jordan, and nobody will see them again. Nobody.
Before her death, Nihala Bekwa, fearful of her husband, had compared herself to Nicole Simpson.
Their lives have touched many people, and tonight the two children taken to Jordan after their mother's murder are finally back home.
6-year-old Lisa and 3-year-old Sami Abakwa have been home for 8 days now. Home in a relative sense.
The USS Liberty. It was day 4 of Israel's own 6-day war with Egypt.
And I was on the way down the ladder when I started hearing all the metal hit topside.
The Liberty attack took place in international waters in the eastern Mediterranean.
Now much more money is now dedicated to production.
When we started the music, they used to give you like $10,000 and say, make an album. That's your problem. It's not my problem. So nowadays, we're recording Latin music with the same quality that every Anglo act is recording.
Emilio Estefan, who produced her new album, calls her the general because she knows what she wants. She writes her own songs and doesn't play what's expected of her.
That would be the easy path to follow.
Do you know where I can find him and when he'll be back in his office? This is his property, isn't it?
I have no idea when he'll be back in the office.
While his tenants live in what can be best described as deplorable conditions, Mr. Morpheses lives in Inglewood Cliffs in this modest split level.
This is how the CEO reacted when a Channel 11 field producer tried to question him about our story last week. EPA officials describe Livingston as an environmental bandit with a long rap sheet of environmental crimes.
There's about 3 or 4 sites in New Jersey that I know of that are either on the Superfund list or have contamination problems, that he was the corporate officer or president of a company that was involved.
The previous mission to Escambray, just as soon as they hit the mountains, they lost an engine because of anti-aircraft fire. And I said to myself, my God, if they lost the engine, just the first time that they put the nose over the Escambray, and we are going to be 45 minutes over the Escambray, we are finishing this operation. But they don't hit us even once in that operation yet.
My mind won't seem to wrap around this one. Typical. Well, come here, boy, and tell me the truth. Hey, hey, what do you know? Have you been messing out of Betty Ruth? Hey, hey, what do you know? Catch your lover running right on you. Hey, hey, what do you know? There's